It is March 15th, and this is the Women's Comfort Station. This building, along with the Men's Comfort Station, was constructed in 1908. It was both a bathroom and a place to seek shelter from the rain and from excessive sunlight. Over the past 50 years, it's fallen into a state of extreme disrepair. The roof was destroyed about 10 years ago after a tree fell on it in the 2008 tornado, and the interior has major water damage. In the next few weeks, we'll be setting up scaffolding, deconstructing the roof, and then rebuilding the masonry from the window level and above. On the interior of the building, the water damage is very evident, especially in the northwest corner. The building has a flat roof that drains to a scupper, so this causes a lot of moisture problems in the building if that scupper backs up or if the roof system is damaged. So you can see in the corner, the worst damage has happened due to water infiltration. So you see a lot of the plaster has washed away and the mortar in between the bricks is missing in several places. Another part of this project is replicating the historic mosaic floor. You can see below my feet that there is a concrete patch. When the sewer lines were removed from this building, they cut a very large hole in the floor and they removed a lot of the mosaic tiles. And they didn't put them back, they patched it with concrete. So a very special part of this project is the replication of these small 1-inch hexagonal tiles and relaying them by hand to match the historic pattern. One of the most interesting features of the Women's Comfort Station is the skirt roof that surrounds the building. This false roof had no real purpose except decoration, but it has a lot of really cool decorative elements. These brackets and these roof tiles adorned the skirt roof. You can see how much damage they've had over the years. The tiles are very rusted, and the brackets have lost all of their original paint. We're working to restore both of these historic elements to the way they looked in 1908 when they were first installed on the building. As you can see, we have two different kinds of bricks that were used to construct this building. You have a really nice solid blonde brick, and you have a more poor quality red brick. The reason for the use of a lower quality red brick is because those bricks were never intended to be seen. The skirt roof that surrounded the building completely covered those bricks. You can also tell that they knew it wasn't going to be seen by the sloppier mortar work that was applied between the bricks. On the ground, we have some of the elements from the top of the building. These limestone slabs are part of the parapet, and they sat on top of the brick wall. What you're looking at here is the underside of the parapet. It's flipped over. You can see these nice blonde facade bricks, which would have been seen from the outside. And on the inside, where no one would have seen, you have the more misshapen and discolored red bricks. One of the important things to remember about this project is the importance of historic restoration and preservation. This means that in every case possible, we reuse materials rather than replace them. You can see over here that we have a pile of the original red and original blonde bricks that fell off the building when the tree fell. We'll be reusing every single one of these bricks to restore the roof of the building. Today's Wednesday, March 27th, and we started work on the Women's Comfort Station Restoration Project a couple days ago. So the first steps of this project are to deconstruct the temporary roof that's covering up the historic roof underneath. About 10 years ago, when a tree fell on the building, it demolished the roof that was there, and as a safety precaution and to keep rain out, a temporary roof was installed. So what's happening behind me is they're taking that off right now. The original roof of the Women's Comfort Station was a flat roof draining to a scupper, and it also had a parapet capped with limestone copings. So the gentlemen behind me are actually standing on the original roof and behind the parapet caps. So far on the interior, we've removed the two non-historic toilets as well as the sink, and we've also removed the plaster from the brick walls. Next, we're going to be chiseling the plaster off the lath on the ceiling. Today's Thursday, May 16th, and a lot has happened in the past month and a half at the Women's Comfort Station. If you look behind me, you can tell the building looks much different than it did back in March. So in the past month and a half, the parapet roof has been entirely rebuilt. More than 7 courses of bricks were taken down, cleaned, and then reset on lime mortar. The limestone parapet caps were repaired and then reset on the top. And it's actually really interesting. The capstones were all numbered, so we knew where they were supposed to go, theoretically, but they actually didn't fit back where they said they were supposed to go. So there was a lot of puzzle making with the roof of the comfort station. What's happening today and over the next few weeks really is the cutting of new rafters, new joists, and all of the replacements for all the rotten wooden elements of the building. That's going to happen probably for the next few weeks, and then once those pieces are in, then the roof can be put back on the building. There's also a lot of components of this project that are happening off-site and away from the comfort station. Currently in our workshop, we're working on priming and painting the brackets and the tiles that will go on the skirt roof. And also a local artisan is refabricating the metal window grills that adorn all 8 windows in the building.